Hey friends, I'm waiting on my chicken broth to boil, so I thought I would just give you an update from in here. Um, Monday is 4 weeks post-op. Today is Friday. And I talked to Dr. Movahead today. He wants me to get a photo of my incision on Wednesday. And we'll see if it's granulated over or not, and if the screw is still exposed or if it's kind of healed over that and closed up a little bit. So depending on what that photo looks like, we'll determine our game plan from here. And that's about where we're at. We're just at like this holding phase right now. I wanted to talk about something that I learned about nutrition this week. So if you recall, Friday of last week is when we realized that my incision was dehisced or open enough to trap particles. And I went to that emergency dentist to have the wax removed from my braces, or not from my braces, from the incision. And pause, the chicken broth is boiling. Okay, I'm back. Whenever you can, make rice with your own chicken broth or with chicken broth that you bought, and then add collagen powder. It's tasteless and it helps give your body some nutrition. So anyways, last week was the day that we had gone to the purely liquid diet or pureed to keep all of the food particles from going into that incision. And after about 4 or 5 days of that, I was in utter misery, like shaking, dizzy, lightheaded. I had to sit down on the shower floor because I thought I was going to pass out. And I haven't been in the practice of weighing myself consistently because I have a history of disordered eating and body dysmorphia. And that's just something that, even though it was when I was in high school and college, I just don't consistently weigh myself, nor do I track my nutrition or like count anything, measure anything, use an app. But I weighed myself and I had lost 12 pounds since October 6th, which was about 3 weeks prior. That was the first exploratory surgery to see about the broken plate. And I was like, oh, no wonder I feel like trash. So then my friend recommended using an app to track my nutrition, which I was really averse to, but I realized my goals are different. I am a much different person. I have grown so much since the person that I was in high school and college. And while this felt like it was towing a line that was a little bit risky, if I got my support people involved, told them I was using this app, asked them to hold me accountable. Again, I didn't think it was going to trigger anything in me, but I just didn't know. So I downloaded an app, started tracking everything I was eating, and on day one, lo and behold, it became so obvious. I was so focused on fat, protein, and calories that I forgot about carbohydrates, which aren't something that I frequently include in my meals. And I was in ketosis or ketoacidosis, which is also what the keto diet does. So you eat so few carbs that your body just starts burning through fat. And so once I realized that, I started looking for ways to get liquid carbohydrates into my system. So I bought fruit juices, which I don't typically drink, with no added sugar. I wanted all the natural sugars. I started eating ice cream. And then the best thing was I started blending oatmeal when it was dry, and it turns it into this fine powder. And then I just started adding it into pretty much all of my pureed things. And by day 2, I got 100% of the carbohydrates that I needed. And by day 3 of that, I felt better. Day 4, I felt fully better. And now I'm on day 5 of that, and I've actually gained a pound. So I've included this information in my cookbook because of course I'm using my recipes that I had in my book. And while I do think that watching processed carbohydrates is generally a good thing to do, it's just a reminder that everything is so good in balance and that our bodies need all of the building blocks of nutrition. And I feel so much more like myself since including carbohydrates in my diet. And I'm actually gaining weight, which is, good. So if you're having a hard time gaining weight, I wanted to give you this little tidbit. Look into your diet and see if it's carbohydrates that you're missing out on. But otherwise, we'll keep you guys posted on what we see when we take that photo on Wednesday. Bye.